Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone on the final episode of Sisters Hour for 2020. I hope you're all doing well. How are you, Sara?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing well. I can't believe what you just said. It's the last episode of 2020. It's hopefully a special episode for everyone. And I hope everyone is doing well. I hope all the viewers are fine.
Sara, I'm so sorry, but I don't know if it's me or on your side, viewers. Can you let us know? All I heard on my computer was like brr, brr, like it was a robot.
Oh, oh no. Okay. Give me 1 second.
But anyways, while Sarah's doing that, I just wanted to welcome everyone. Do let us know where you're tuning in and where you're watching us from. We're really excited to have you on here, and thank you so much for supporting us. MashaAllah, it's the last Saturday of the year, and it's just been 1 year of 2020 of so many things happening. And one of the things that me and Sarah were contemplating and talking about was how you know how it all started basically. So Sisters Hour was a platform during the pandemic, during the first lockdown in the UK during March, and we've been going strong. And this is our, I think, 36, 37 episodes, and it's just been amazing having all these women coming along and sharing their stories. And we just wanted to say thank you for all of those viewers who've been supporting us. Thank you so much. Do comment along and tell us where you're watching us from. Also, let us know what were one of the best episodes that you've watched and why. Sarah, are you okay now?
I'm okay. Can you hear me? Is it better?
Again, I don't know if it's me, but every time you say something, it sounds like there's a funny sound.
Okay, okay. Let me try again. Let me try again.
Okay. No problem. Sorry, ladies, it's just technical issues. Always there's something going on, and we're trying our best. But we hope that you're staying safe and keeping well. For those of you in the UK, I mean, it's a tradition because, yesterday was Christmas Day. I've seen lots of pictures on Instagram and Facebook of lovely, lovely roast dinners. Did you make one yourself? What did you have? Was it a turkey? Was it a chicken, leg of lamb, or have you gone for fish? Some people have gone for different varieties. And how are you all coping with the lockdown? I mean, in London right now, we are currently in tier 4, which means that we aren't able to mix households and see others, but we can go outside for our daily exercise. And I suppose that's where people do meet, social distancing, but that's where they meet their loved ones. And it's trying to be safe and trying to keep with what's going on. But inshallah, we hope that the new year will be much better, inshallah. Sarah, do you want to let us know? Is it
Yeah,
better now?
I think it is better. I'm receiving comments that from the viewers that they can hear me fine. So it could be on your side, Kat.
Oh no, is it on my side?
It could
Oh,
be from your
okay.
speakers. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay, all right. I do apologize
No, I think that
for
sums
this.
up 2020. You can spend a whole year on Zoom and on Facebook, but you will still face technical issues.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do then? I'm going to leave and then I'm going to come back and try to sort it out on my side, but I will see you in a bit, okay?
Sure. See you soon. But just to reiterate what Kak Fatihah said, we really wanted to do a last episode that highlighted Sisters Hour and the success, if I can say so, that we've had, and all the lessons and all the wisdom that we've learned from the special guests that have come on board and that have shared their most private stories with us. And we're so honored to have so many amazing women come on board and to share their stories and their advice and their wisdom. And Alhamdulillah, we've had 35 ladies come on board, and that's almost beyond our imagination. We never thought that we would get so many ladies come on and share their stories. And I know that most people are quite shy and they don't really want to share their story, but I honestly believe and I really believe that everyone has a special story and everyone has a relationship with Allah. And it's really beautiful to be able to share that so others can learn. And that's what Sisters Hour is all about. It's about sharing what you have so that we can all grow with it, and we can all learn from it. Alhamdulillah. There is a special surprise. We do have a video, and I hope you stay at the end to watch it, and maybe you can share your favorite parts of Sisters Hour, what you've learned from us, how has the experience been. We never really get to ask what you guys think of it. So really now is the opportunity to give us some feedback. Maybe we can improve on something. Maybe there's a topic that we haven't thought about and that you would like to that you would like us to get a guest and come on board and share the experience, or maybe you want to come on board. So as always, our doors are open. Our inbox and our social media are available for you to contact us through. So do contact us and do reach out to us. Inshallah, we can start soon, but the topic for today's episode is about reflections and lessons from Sisters Hour. Alhamdulillah, Kak Fatihah has joined.
Hi. I'm so sorry. You know what? I've come to a conclusion where I had to like change devices. So I'm now on my phone.
Okay.
So apologies for that earlier. I hope everyone can hear us. Thumbs up if you can. Let us know.
Alhamdulillah. I think, Kak Fatihah, if it's okay with you, we can talk about kind of the lessons that we've learned from Sisters Hour, and what lessons you've learned from the sisters who have come on board and who have shared their story. Any special takeaways that you have?
Subhanallah, you know what? I have to say, Sara, we have been so blessed by having so many different speakers and guests coming over, and it was just been so lovely having everyone to come. It's really hard to break it down, but I would say I do kind of have a top five, which me and you kind of like, we thought long and hard about it, and then we've actually made a compilation later on for everyone to watch. But yeah, it was really, really difficult. But I do have to say that there were topics and different thoughts. The first one, I'm going on my own personal journey. Comment along below if you agree, or other videos that you thought were really good. The first one, which I did ask about managing your finances, and this is, we're in a situation right now where we're lockdown. Some of us have lost our jobs, on furlough if you're in the UK, and times are hard. I have to be honest, times are hard. And especially for a mother of four kids, I really have to control what I spend right now. It's really hard, I have to say, because, before I used to just buy extra chocolates or treats that I want for my kids, but now I got to really think carefully and wonder, do I really want that, or do I need that? And Sister Akmal came along and she gave advice on managing the finances. And she said, you know what, you need to download an app, you need to type in all the things that you spend, and you can see it. Because one of the worst things about having a debit card is that you just tap, 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 and you don't feel it because you're just tapping away. Viewers, do you ever get that you don't know what you're spending, and then at the end of the month you're like, wait, why do I have so little? So having that app that Sister Akmal did suggest really helped me look carefully, and then I was able to then see where my money was going. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to Tesco's too many times. I think I need to stop. Or do I really need all these, like I said, just unnecessary snacks in my house? It's something, those little things that add on, and you really need it. So that's what I've learned, one of the things at the very beginning of lockdown. How about you, Sarah?
That's great, because one of the things that Sisters Owl, and we try to push this as much as possible, is to provide practical advice. Like, what can I do to improve my livelihood, my spiritual, relationship, everything that encompasses my life. So I can imagine, like, the Zaki family are now very healthy. There's no junk food. There's no snack. Like, you guys have like taken that out.
There is. I have to be honest. There is. We just had a big feast yesterday, so. But we're trying.
Alhamdulillah. One of the things that I've sat down and I reflected on Sisters Hour is really, and it's really unexpected. I didn't think that 2020 mm, I I would improve, my relationship improves, and my faith is stronger because of the women around me. A lot of Sisters Hour and the guests that we've had, most of them are our friends, are our family, our sisters. Your mom came on board, and we've had people who we don't know, and we've never really had the opportunity to speak about something that's so personal about us. So to stop and to listen to someone share their stories and to take that away with you in your everyday life has been so amazing. I mean, I remember the first episode that we had. It was just between us, and it was like almost like a tester. It was a tester episode between us. And you said, don't limit your dua to your prayer time. Just if you're facing a moment of difficulty, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling anxious, just stop and pray. Just say, Ya Allah, remove this trial for me. And that just completely changed my mindset. And I kind of catch myself making dua, in the small moments, in the moments in between prayers. And I think that wouldn't have come to me if we didn't have Sisters Hour, if we didn't, if we weren't able to speak to each other about that. So that's kind of my little takeaway of the whole experience. And I hope our viewers feel the same.
Yeah, no, totally. I totally agree with you, Sarah. And there are so many. That's why when you say, "Oh, which ones?" it is really difficult because we've got so many great tips and gold nuggets from these women. One of the things I do remember when I interviewed Auntie Zahra Uthman, she's a journalist, and I don't know, you ladies, when you're watching TV or the news, especially, sometimes you're so overwhelmed with information that's given to you. And right now, the UK has released a vaccine, Alhamdulillah, it's going forwards. But there's always like other information which you're unsure of because there's so much going on. And because we haven't been outside, we haven't interacted with others, we just go on our screen and look at so many pieces of information that sometimes it's true, sometimes you have to really do more research on it. And one of the things that Sarah did say that, before you forward anything along on WhatsApp to your your family members, your friends, do check out the credibility of articles or the videos. And I really do try now because I honestly think that, yeah, that's right, it might damage someone else, the information given, because I have to say now I'm more wary of what's going on. Before, maybe, because we're outside, we're so busy with our life that we don't really see a lot of things. But now, because we're at home, our device is our next best friend, and we also do so many Zoom calls and meetings, and even to talk to our families. And so our device is now so crucial on us. But I think one of the things I have learned definitely is to make sure that you check the information correctly before you forward it along. How about you, Sarah? Have you been looking at your device a lot?
Oh, that's one of the things I tried to stop doing this year, was almost create a space between me and my mobile phone. So I actually have like a timed lock jar that I put my phone in so that I can focus. But going back to what you said about having Auntie Zahra come on board, it just highlights the the type of women that we have that come on Sisters Hour. We've had journalists, we've had people, who are accountants, we've had someone who is a marriage counselor. These are incredible women who have dedicated their lives to improve their career, and it's really a quite huge honor actually to sit back and to listen to them. But one of the things that I want to highlight was Sister Sakina. Do you remember Sister Sakina, who came on board and who talked about racial injustice in communities, kind of fighting against that when the Black Lives Matter movement really started to, in a way, propel again. And one of the things that she highlighted to me, and similar to Auntie Zahra, was being conscious of the information that you receive and what you do with it. And one of the most beautiful things that she said, Sakina said, was open your prayer mat, open your du'as to the people who are facing racial injustice, to your Black brothers and your Black sisters, who don't share, you don't share the same experience with them. You will never share the same experience with them, but the the least you can do is make dua for them that Allah can remove their trials. And that's really beautiful. And in a way, it makes us accountable what we do. And it's, I think a lot of 2020 is being conscious of what you're doing, and the accountability that you have to your community, to yourself, to your family. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean to your du'as, and Sarah really hit a really strong point there, because we had, I don't know if viewers, if you remember, there was in the middle of the year there was this huge thing about Black Lives Matter, and what was going on in America, but actually it reflects back in your own communities. And one thing Sister Sakina says, we can't know what they're feeling, because unfortunately we're not black. So we don't know, we can't say. But I have to say, my own experiences of being brown, of being a hijabi, of being a Muslim, I still get those discrimination in the past experiences, or even now. Sometimes you're a bit wary of the certain places that you go to. But you're right, in the conversation that we had, it was so nice, because we need to open up to others in our community. And I think especially in the Malay, we're very much of being with our own kind. And and it's not our fault. Every tribe is like that, every race is like that. You are so used to your own people that you are together. But we should open our hearts to those who we do not know, who are suffering, and we should always add them in our du'as. Like you said, there's a lot of things that's happening, the injustices in this world. And please, it's a reminder for me as well to always make du'as for them. May Allah grant them peace, and may Allah grant them justice on the day of judgment. And and Allah is the fairest of all judges, so he will reward those and punish those on the day of judgment. But please, it's a really, really good reminder, because we need to remember our Black brothers and sisters out there as well. So thanks, Sarah, for reminding me. Yeah.
I mean, we, you know, we try to make Sisters Hour relevant each week, and we try to have a topic for the month. There's always a plan. It doesn't always go to plan, but and alhamdulillah, we were able to get someone who was very passionate and was able to speak about Black Lives Matter. But we also did a whole month about Hajj. And we also had a month about how to improve your Ramadan, even though for the first time we were facing lockdown. And it was really beautiful to be able to listen to people recount their Hajj stories, and the du'as that they made, and the trials that they faced when they were in the Holy Land. Please do let us know, viewers, if you actually think that we've structured it well. We always like some feedback.
Yeah, and also let us know what other topics you want to listen out to, or there's so many topics out there that only me and Sarah we think that we know, but you guys know. You have some great ideas, so do comment along or message us. We'd love to hear from all of you. One thing, Sarah, you said about the Hajj, because I remembered we had Sister Irmayani Jamil. She was a Singaporean sister who went to Umrah with her children. She had three very small children, and her husband, they went out there. They took them to Umrah, and there were pictures of both of them on their carriers. One each had a carrier each, and then another little girl in their hand. And just imagining doing tawaf with small children, it's just my mind is blown, because it's a place where there are millions of people. And she was so calm, her husband and her, they're like this wonderful couple, they're a tag team. They gave advice on how to do things with children. And I think towards the end of what my conversation with her was, how great it was for the children to see what Islam is all about. Because I think we always forget, as adults, we know our the basic knowledge of Islam, but for children to actually go to a place, a Mecca, to see where we are praying, to know. And she said that it was really nice. So every time they went, every time they would see the Kaaba on TV, they would say, "Oh, look, that's where we were. That's where we were." And now they can visualize, as they're praying, they can focus on Allah. And I think that's a really good important factor that we never remember. Whenever we think about Hajj and Umrah, we never think about small children. We think about them, I suppose, the problems, like, oh no, you can't bring your family, but actually the joys of it, the things that these children will actually remember for the rest of their life. And I really I enjoyed that conversation with Sister Irma, because she really opened my thoughts about it, because I have children as well, and to think that to even go on holiday with them is a bit of a headache, but mashallah, to go to Umrah, I never thought about the benefits of that. And I really enjoyed that conversation, and I was wondering if sisters out there, if you felt the same, do comment below and let us know what that conversation.
Um, I think you're so right, and you're so spot on that the conversation we have change our perspective, and it widens our viewpoint, and it really enriches our life. I feel a lot more like I have the support of my sisters behind me. Like their experiences are with me, their advice are with me, and I can take it along in all the moments of my life. Alhamdulillah. If it's okay with you, Kak Fatia, shall we share our video? I think it could be time. So just to recap, we've created a video that highlights, no, that provides a few snapshots of some of the highlights from 2020, some of the things that we've learned and that we carry with us on our day-to-day life. We hope that you enjoy it, and I hope that you can catch your favorite episode as well. Bear with me. Let me set this up.
Okay, thank you.
This is all a learning process, and I try as much as I can to renew my intention so that I stay conscious of my ibadah.
Being patient is not about just sitting and letting things be. It's about responding after you have calmed down.
What is the point of falling in love with another human being if you are not you have not fallen head over heels over Allah and Rasulullah SAW?
Every single thing you do is an act of ibadah. And understanding the word ibadah is coming from the word abd, which means slave. So actually seeing every single thing you do as an act of servitude to your master, which is Allah.
While doing this for 35 years, 40 years, I never asking what is Tuhan meaning. I just pray and pray and pray. But the miracle is when I ask Allah Ta'ala, this is really, really, really amazing. You come to me just like I'm scared.
Every single day, try to make that as a habit. Make sure that, you start with reading the Quran, and then everything else will then just fall into place.
There will be spaces in your heart that you cannot fill up with the dunya other than with Allah. That space in your heart is reserved only for Him.
Can you please, bring me closer to the Quran, Alhamdulillah, Allah answered my prayers, because as soon as I came back from Hajj, Sofa suddenly started a Quran lesson.
We realize that Islam is a religion that is open to all cultures, and we can all claim Islam.
For my part, what I do for my kids is every quarter I will put some money aside for their for Hajj, for them to go for Hajj, inshallah in the future.
Oh, mashallah, thank you, Sara, for sharing that. And it really made me emotional looking back at all those wonderful 10, those are the 10 highlights. But They were amazing moments. And viewers, let us know, did you enjoy any of those episodes that came on? I just want to give a shout out to actually brother Amir Nazri, who compiled all of that for us. It was really beautifully done. And again, thank you so much for all those guests that came and, you know, gave us your wisdom and your words, and, you know, really touched us, because I really felt that we connected so well, and they gave us such a meaningful message, and it really helped us. I mean, if it's not all of us, at least one of us in the community. Don't you agree, Sara?
I mean, yes, I definitely do agree, and I always pray that, you know, our episode can help at least one person, maybe, you know, make change their day, their life. And I and you know, looking back, it's a huge blessing to be able to recount what we've learned. And you know, when the whole pandemic started and lockdown happened, we were also worried that we were going to be alone. But all of a sudden, when we started Sisters Hour, I didn't feel that anymore. I felt closer, more closer than ever, with my sisters around me, with people who I would never normally talk to, you know, maybe never have the chance to speak to. And all of a sudden, you know, this platform has given us the opportunity and the space to really connect to our sisters and our sisters in faith, and that's really beautiful, alhamdulillah. And I pray that 2021, you know, allows us to connect with more people who have, you know, different experiences, and who are excited to share that with us.
Inshallah, I mean, and you know, inshallah, I mean, we are planning to, for the new year, to bring you more wonderful episodes and topics, but we need your help. So viewers, do message us, and, you know, supply us with your ideas, maybe even recommendations of you who you think could come on, because, you know, everyone's story is unique, and everyone can touch us and help us in whatever we're going through, because, you know, we're all going through different things at the moment, but it's also relevant, and it's so lovely to hear everyone's story, and it's so real and genuine at the same time. So if you know anyone, please let us know. And we are, inshallah, planning to start the new year with a theme. Actually, we've compiled a theme for every month. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about that, Sara?
So
Okay.
so
Let's see if she's
inshallah,
coming back on. Hold on. Yep, Sara.
I'm back. Sorry, pressed the wrong button. But inshallah, in January, we are bringing awareness to mental health, and mental health in all capacity, and looking at different types of disorder, and how to support our loved ones who are facing mental health, or who are living with mental health issues. In March, in February, the following month, we are dedicating that month to motherhood. So mothers, you know, if you have a special story, if you have an experience, do reach out to us, and be prepared for us to reach out to you as well. We know a lot of mothers, and they have incredible stories, so we want to dedicate that month to motherhood. But come March, we want to reverse it. We're gonna flip it to the children. So we want to dedicate March, inshallah, to lessons from our parents. So we want children to come on board to share what they've learned from their mothers and their fathers, because they're our biggest role model. They've been there throughout our entire life. So why not dedicate that month to them? And inshallah, we'll be opening the space to more brothers, inshallah. Fatihah, can I say that?
Yes, inshallah. So, you know, watch out, because we're thinking of Sisters Out. It's so amazing to have all these wonderful women, but, you know, there are stories out there from brothers as well, who I think are also itching to tell their side. And there are things that they would love to share, maybe about their wives, their sisters, or, you know, the women in their family. But on the men's view, you know, we've got to make it also an opportunity for others to speak out. So do tune in for the new 2021 of Sisters Hour. This is all what's coming up for the new year. And we thank you again for supporting us, for always being there every Saturday, tuning in. And we know that even though you're not able to make it for the full episode, that, you know, sometimes you come in the middle or even towards the end, but we're ever so grateful for all the hearts, the comments that you do, you know, press on, and we just want to continue to spread the word, and inshallah that if you support us, then we can reach out to more women out there and more people, and just to make our community more better by speaking about all these wonderful topics.
Ameen, inshallah. So the next episode will be Saturday the 9th. We are taking a 1 week break just to freshen up and refocus on the new year. But we will be back, and we're planning to be back on the 9th of January. So do watch this space. We put it on your calendar as always on Saturday at 2 p.m. on Facebook or YouTube Live. Just to reiterate what Fatihah said, we are part of the Sufa Education Foundation. We are part of a charity, and one of our mission is to serve the community and to help it grow. So if you enjoy this episode or any episode that the Sufa provides, as always, do like, comment, share, and do support us. Check out our website and please donate as generously as possible. Everything that you provide is, we welcome and we appreciate so much. But I just want to take this moment to wish everybody a happy new year. I hope 2021 brings you more adventures, more blessings, more happiness, and may be a good year, inshallah. Ameen.
Inshallah, Ameen. And just to continue with what Sara was saying, with Sofa Mosque London, we hope that we can continue with the services to provide online classes. So do follow us with Sofa Ladies Quran and all the other classes with Ustaz Zaki, and we do the readings every Friday for Surah Kaf. Do follow along and watch out for any new comments and posts along as well. Thank you so much everyone for joining in today for Sisters Hour. Sara, before we go, are there any comments we could read out?
So Sister Aisha Ibrahim, who actually came on Sisters Hour, I had the pleasure of interviewing her. She said, Brothers Hour next year, why not? So there's support. We'll bring it up to management. Maybe we can push them to make it official. Katsu said, thanks for everything that you do for the community. Amazing program for women. So inspiring indeed. Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much for always supporting us, Katsu. And Sister Fatima, who you interviewed about making the Quran your light, said thank you for the opportunities, ladies. I think we have to say thank you to you, Kat Fatima. You're an amazing woman, and it was such a pleasure to hear your relationship with the Quran.
No, mashallah, it's so inspiring, not just for Dr. Fatima, but for all those women who came on. We just can't say our thanks, many thanks. And for all those viewers, we thank you again, and we hope that you stay safe, stay healthy, and inshallah we will see you all again in the new year in January. Please stay safe, and lots of hugs and kisses from us to you.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.